Hey guys, welcome back to another DIY with me. As you see, I've been crafting away. I have some great crafts behind me that will be either coming up or already on the channel. But today I wanted to share with something that you can easily do with something that you can get at the Dollar Tree. And what I love about this particular craft is even though it's out for Easter and it's supposed to be an Easter ornament, I found a way that you can actually make it so it's more of a rustic farmhouse type um thing that you can have up all throughout the year in your house. So what you're going to need is you're going to need one of these wooden chicks that you can get at the Dollar Tree. It's so cute, right? It's just a little bit of flexi board. It's like particle board, I think. You're going to need some ribbon. So I just picked out two of my favorite ribbons. You can pick out whatever ribbon you want, whatever color goes on. You're going to need one of these self-adhesive wall tiles that you can get. You can buy them on Amazon and you can get them at the Dollar Tree. Also, you're going to need, of course, my little cutter and scissors because I don't know which one's going to work better on it. So I'm going to hit both of them out. And your hot glue gun, as well as some hot glue sticks. Now, my pink hot glue gun came in this container right here, and it had all the glue sticks in it. So I just pulled this out for right now, and I just pulled one on the floor, but it's just going to stay there right now. But the first thing you're going to do is, I kind of like this little tie, but I think it's going to get in the way. So, because it's just a knot up top, I'm going to unknot it and put it to the side, just so it makes it simple and easy to work with. The only reason why I took it off was because I knew that I was going to need to go over here, and it'd be a lot easier to work with it, and all I have to do is punch a hole through it later. So now you have this self-adhesive tile. Now anytime you work with anything that's self-adhesive, it's going to stick to everything. So you want to make sure that you work solely with that tile, and nothing around is going to stick to it. I'm just going to open it up right now. It has a little thing on the bottom, but I know I'm probably not going to be using this tile again. I may use it, I don't know. So what you're going to do is you're going to pull it out, and you're just going to go around. Oh, and I forgot my favorite part of the thing, a Sharpie. Of course, my favorite thing in the whole wide world to use is a Sharpie. Now I'm going to use, if I can find where I put it, my bigger Sharpie, because I think it's going to need a more defined way. So I got my big Sharpie. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to trace around here. Around. You're only doing one side of the chick, but you kind of want to make it so that when you go to pull it off, you already have it done and it's cut out. Now you could, if you wanted to, lay the chick down on your, go ahead and put the tile first. But I find it's a lot easier sometimes if you just do a pattern and cut out that instead of having to cut out everything else. So I'm just cutting the chick out. And this side, I may decide I may keep it in because that's the only piece that needs to be cut out. So I've got my pattern drawn for the chick. And I've used it so that whichever way you want your chick facing, my chick is going to be facing this way because I think it'd be really cute on my door this way. Now you can always keep it like this. I actually have two of these that I bought. And I chose not to do this one because this one is a really little like shiplap type. And I think it'd be cute just to decorate it using this. So that's why I didn't use that one. Now, you're going to come and you're just going to cut around. And the reason why I said make a pattern is because when you make a pattern, it's easier in the long run, and you may have extras that you can put for your crafts. Or you can decide, you know what, I'm not going to use this for anything later, and just trash it. Now, if you're a scrap saver like me, I would have a bin where I just put all my extras in. And just say, okay, I have this left over from this project. It's not enough to do a whole project. Like this particular piece right here, it's not enough to do a whole project, but it may be enough to cover something else. So just put it in your little craft bin, like your reused craft bin. Also, it's a great way to get your kids, if they want to do, they were like, hey mom, we really want to do some crafting today. Is there can we use some of your materials without having to use up some materials that may have cost a little bit more? You can just say, hey, here's a bin for you. You can create something and spark their imagination that way. From anything that's in this bin, you're welcome to use. So if you're a parent and you have kids, that might be a great way for you to get your kids and their imagination sparked. By just having a bin just slowly for all your craft rejects, I should say, or craft supplies. And every once in a while, come back in and maybe add a pair of scissors or make sure, but if you have small kids, make sure that your scissors are put up. I remember, I don't remember, I remember the story. My dad and my mom have a story of my oldest sister. One morning they woke up and she had cut her bangs, but she thought she was being slick. And I think she's maybe 5 or 6 years old. She thought she was being slick and had put all her bangs at the bottom of the trash can so they wouldn't know that she had cut her bangs, not realizing that it actually showed on her face. And so when my dad, when she went to wake up my parents, because she'd gotten up a little early and she'd gotten a pair of scissors, that's the reason why the story sparked right here. When my dad was like, you cut your hair. She's like, well, how can you tell? So always keep the sharp objects away from kids, but stuff like this is great. Also markers too. I would not, unless your kids are older, I would not put markers in your craft kit, only in a bin for them, only because they may mark all over the wall. And also little small beads as well. You definitely don't want to put small beads in the craft kit, especially if you have small ones at the house. That maybe the older ones are crafting, but you don't want to put small objects. Of course, all this stuff is kind of like common sense, but I want to say it anyways. Now, I'm almost done cutting my pattern out for my chick. Oh, it is already coming off. It's going to be that easy. I'm just going to go ahead and put these aside so I don't have to worry about them anymore and they're not in my way. Then I'm going to take my little score, my little cloud, and I'm going to come back and just quickly score right here so I know exactly where it needs to go. They may not go through. I may end up having to go once I place it on the chick thing. So you have your chicken cut out. Here we go. Our chick's cut out. Now, very simple, is you're going to come and you're just going to place your chick. You're just going to peel it off. And mine was already peeling off. Look at that. Oh, it was peeling off, but it was peeling off from the actual thing. It's supposed to be a peel and stick tile. But unfortunately, when I peeled and stuck, the peel and stick part was actually coming off right here. This is not sticky at all. The sticky part's right here. So, guys, this is what I'm going to do. This is why you always have a contingency plan. And my contingency plan is, you guessed it, that's right, my hot glue. And I'm just going to put some hot glue down. I kind of like it where the chick's legs aren't open. I like that. So I'm just going to go and put some hot glue down right here and put some right here. And I'm going to put some in the middle so that it will adhere. Then you're going to come and you're just going to easily come across and try to get it as close as possible and lay it down. I would definitely not buy this. And if you're buying it, wait until you pull it off, because y'all, that is not a joke. Literally, it's supposed to be a peel and stick tile, and it's not peel and stick at all. You're going to come back and you're going to add some hot glue. I'm going to use this the colored one because I don't care what color it is underneath. And you're just going to go around and you're just going to add some to the sides and adhere it. Because some of this hot glue did not stick. I like the fact that you can get this tile so you can actually use contact paper if you want for this particular craft. I'm going to stick some up here because the beak was not done. So there you have it. You have just a simple craft right here. And I'm going to stick another piece right there. It's okay if the outline's not the greatest. So now we have it. It's down. It's ready to go. It's ready to do a little bit of decorating on it. But I also have to come back through. And this is when I wish I could find my letter opener, because that would be so much easier to punch a hole through this if I had my letter opener. Now I know it's right here. Yeah, I put it up somewhere and I don't know what I did with it, and it's driving me crazy, the fact I can't find it. Let's see if I can. If you have like a sharp tool, maybe a drill or something that you can use for this. I'm just pulling through, like I said, using this little cloud because it has a sharper point, and it's a point as an edge, as opposed to, I'm going to pull it down just a little bit so that I can see it. I'm going to take my glasses off because, as you know, when I'm looking at something and it's like this, I need to get up close and personal with it. It takes me about a minute to get it. I may end up having to make the hole bigger. Yeah, made the hole bigger. Now, if you don't like the way that this works right here, I just wet it. You can always take a piece of Scotch tape and put it through. Whoops, now it does not, all pieces does not want to go through. That's the bad thing about working with twine, is that sometimes it comes undone. You can always use a ribbon if you want. I just wanted to reuse this twine. Let me try it this way, and maybe it'll work better if I come in from the front instead of the back. You can always thread it with a needle if you want. And I may end up having to use something different than this twine. I just wanted to reuse it because it came with the, okay, it's not wanting to go through. I may need to make it a little bit bigger. A little bit rounder, I should say. Don't worry about the fact that you're making your hole bigger. You're going to end up covering it up anyways with your ribbon. For some reason, it just wants to separate. Here we go. There we go. I got it. All right, so now I've got the hanger, and I'm just going to come up here to the very top and knot it so that I'm going to, first of all, put my glasses on so I can see what I'm doing again. And I'm just going to knot it. Now, I pulled out that pink ribbon, but I think I'm just going to go with the black and white because of the color scheme in it, because I want to make it just rustic. If you want, you can add, I do have like a canvas ribbon that I could add onto it if I wanted to, but I think I'm just going to use this black and this gather ribbon in love. I should have started this ribbon before I did this, but don't worry, I got it started now. And my trash can is right here next to me, so I'm putting my little scraps into my trash can already. If you don't have a trash can next to you, then you can... I really don't like this ribbon either, but I don't think I'm going to tie it. I think I'm going to make a bow out of it. And I think that ribbon would be perfect on the background. So, hold on just a second, guys. We're going to do... kind of eyeball it a little bit, because you're doing this way and then you're going to do it that way. So I'm going to cut right here where love is, and then I'm going to cut gather out. And I think that's going to be enough for me. So this is going to go on the bottom, so I'm just going to add a little bit of hot glue right there, and you're going to go this way, and then gather's going to go up top. Whoops, I put it upside down. That could be a great way to have people talk. And then you're going to come back and add, I think I'm just going to add this piece to it this way, just so that it has a little bit of, I think I can underneath it go add it that way. Then I'm going to come and I'm going to actually take this and just cut these pieces. Not the gather, but I'm just going to cut these pieces right here. Now, if you have extra, if you cut off extra and you really don't know what you want to do with it, then don't worry, guys. You can always put that in your scrap pile. Remember, I told you, one, you can do it. You can have your kids do it. And I don't like the way this looks right here, so I'm just going to V it. You can either do your a craft pile for your kids to use, or you can have a craft pile with just your ribbon and your extra paper that you've used as like scraps, and use it as your recycle pile. So when you get ready to do something that needs stuffing, you can add stuffing there. And I'm going to add this little heart because he was on my table. And there you go, guys. A quick and easy little Easter, Christmas, any type of day faux farmhouse. I try this. I've seen everybody use this tile from the Dollar Tree, and I will say I like the look of the tile, but I don't like how the tile was not stick. It was supposed to be sticky, and it wasn't. So until next time, guys, please like the channel, subscribe, review, comment, do everything you possibly can, and share as well. And we'll come back with more DIYs that are holiday plus regular day. How we can turn a regular holiday item, which is a chick, into something that you can use throughout the year. Now, I think I'm going to come back and I'm going to do later on, do a cow with the cow head and use this tile. I don't know yet. So we shall see. But until next time, guys, bye.